All right, good morning, everybody. Today is ice bath number 527 in a row. Woo! 43-degree water, 59 degrees out this morning. Whew. Let's do this. Cold water. Thursday morning. Hope you guys are doing well. It's so great to be home. Back home, had a great evening with the kids and Dawn last night. I love traveling because it's a good perspective resetter. I always think a lot. I write my journal. I try and think about things I could improve on. How could I win? What do I control? What do I want to do this coming week and this coming quarter and this summer? Start to plan out your vacations, plan out trips, have things to look forward to, right? That's really important. But one thing I love when I travel, Dawn always surprises me with little love notes. So she has these little heart-shaped sticky notes that she puts in different parts of my luggage without me knowing, like in a pair of shoes and in a t-shirt that's rolled up or in a pair of pants. It's so funny. I think I found 5 on my last trip hidden throughout my luggage, little love notes. And this trip I just got back from, I found 3. But I love that kind of stuff, right? So I don't find them all at once. I find them as I'm unpacking different things and wearing different things throughout the trip. And it's just fun little things like that we still do. I mean, we've been together 32 years now. And it's the little things like that I just love and you look forward to, and the little things that mean so much. And I think it's really important. We talk about it all the time, but just appreciating each other and having each other at the center of our world is awesome. It's such a really cool relationship that we have. I remember when I was a kid, I used to read Dear Abby. Anybody remember Dear Abby? I had a whole book. I used to read it in the paper. You guys remember what a newspaper is? But I read Dear Abby in the paper, but I had a book from Dear Abby with a collection of all of her advice and stories. And I remember a ton of dating advice and just like, walking on the outside of your woman on a sidewalk and just like simple things, manner things, pulling the chair out for her at dinner. I'm sure a lot of that stuff nowadays is like old-fashioned or whatever, but I really appreciate the sentiment, and I really appreciate what she was trying to get at of how to treat people well, how to make people feel special. That's the point. How to be a gentleman from my perspective. I was a boy, so how to be a gentleman with a girl on a date. And I remember that stuff very clearly, and I do little things like that all the time. And I know a lot of people don't notice it, but it's in my brain and I think about it all the time. And Dawn notices. She notices little things like that. And that's what's important, right? Is doing little things for each other. But I just love that about our relationship. I love that about we can travel and do something where I'm separate from her for a while. I always would prefer her to go with me, obviously. But if I'm separate from her, it's like she's still there because she leaves these little notes. I talk to her every day. When I was on the road with Jim Rohn, I'll just finish with this, guys. It was over a year and a half. I traveled the country with Jim Rohn, living in every major city in America over a 4-year period of time. But the first year and a half, Dawn was home in Bend, Oregon, and I was on the road. And I would come home like for 2 weeks every 3 months. That was my schedule. I never missed a day. We never missed a single day without talking to each other on the phone. Not one time. I talked to her every single day. Like these ice baths. This is 527 days in a row, right? I'm really big on doing things consistently that are good for you. And talking to Dawn was always really good for me. So I hope your relationship is like that. If it's not yet, work on it and get it to that point. It's the little things that matter, guys. Have a great day. It's Thursday. Make it a good one. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Woo! I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day, guys.